Hello there guys, it's the Gamer Zam here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the PlayStation 4 Pro and the PlayStation 4 Slim, which was recently unveiled at Sony's press conference. So for those who don't know, the PS4 Pro is basically an upgrade from the original PlayStation 4. So what that means is you'll get better graphics, better performance, as well as a host of other cool features, but those are the main things I'm going to focus about in this video, and I want to explain it in a more general terms. It just makes it a bit more easier for everyone to understand. I mean, I'll leave the specs and articles and whatnot in the description box below, but for this video I want to keep it as simple as possible so everyone can understand. It's essentially going to give you 4K gaming, providing you have a 4K television, as well as the games that you have at the moment, or the newer games that you're going to buy will support 4K. So it's kind of a niche thing at the moment. I mean, 4K at the moment is still very niche. It's really expensive to run 4K even from a PC gaming standpoint. And what they're going to be using on the PS4 Pro is essentially sort of cheating techniques like upscaling. So it's not true native 4K. I mean, the price it's at, what's it, £350? I mean, I'll leave a link for it in the description below. You know, you think about the price point and it doesn't really match what it's trying to deliver. So if you think about, oh, you can get a 4K, you know, gaming console or PC for 350 quid, that doesn't sound too right. So there's obviously some cheating involved. When I say cheating, I mean, like, it's the easiest way I can explain it is say you've got like a mini postcard. You know, you get those little postcards from the shops, and then you want to blow it up to like A4 or A3 size. That's essentially what it's doing. I mean, you know, that's a really bare bones description. I mean, there's obviously other things involved to sort of, you know, clean up the pixels and whatnot to make it look like as if it's actually made for that format. Game consoles can't compete with PCs. It really can't. I mean, for, you know, PC you can swap out every single component. On a PS4, possibly even on an Xbox, don't quote me on the Xbox. The only thing you can change is, you know, the hard drive. You know, that's all you can change, so you can store more games. The sky's the limit with PC. You know, with consoles, it's pretty much you get what you pay for. You know, it's convenient. Consoles are so convenient. You know, you've had a long day at work, you come home, pop the thing on, and you're good to go. With PC, you've got to sort of set it up. You've got to wait for it to boot up. Then you've got to, especially if you've got a new game, you've got to set it all up in the settings. You know, hit your max settings or whatever your PC is capable of hitting. It's a lot more laborious in getting the game started, but once you've gotten it all working and stuff, you're pretty much good to go, and you're going to get the best experience out of a said game. So the PS4 Pro is essentially for people that have a 4K TV, have yet to adopt this current generation of console. They don't have a PC, and they just need something to, you know, play and get the most out of their television if they care about that sort of stuff. So that's the only people I can see it for. And to be fair, it's quite a small market. I don't even think it's even, you know, a lot to be even classed as a market. It's just a bit mind-boggling, and it's going to be very confusing for a lot of consumers because, you know, they're not really going to know what they're looking for. So I'm trying to explain it in a very simple way. It's nearly twice as powerful as the current PS4. Also, Sony announced the PS4 Slim, which is going to replace the current PS4. So it just looks a bit more slimmer in design, obviously, you know, hence the name Slim. I mean, the PS4 Slim, it was leaked months before Sony were showing it, so we kind of knew that this was going to happen. And obviously, following past console generations, you know, Sony have been doing, you know, the PS2 Slim and then the PS3 Slim. This was bound to happen. I mean, it's priced really nice at 250 quid, so for people that haven't bought a PS4, that is, you know, that's the one to get now. So if you haven't bought one, wait for that to come out. You'll have yourself a really pucker system, and, you know, I mean, for 250 quid, that's nice. And obviously within a couple of months you'll be able to buy the PS4 Pro for 350 quid, which I forgot to add, it adds a 1TB hard drive. And to sort of harken back to the PS4 Pro again, saying that it's a 4K console, wouldn't you think they'd want to give you a bit more hard drive space? I mean, you're going to run out of space very quickly. I mean, obviously with 4K, where it's 4 times the power of HD, and you're going to take up a lot more space in terms of graphics and stuff. So 1TB will get filled up pretty quickly. I mean, with the 500GB PS4, that fills up rather quickly. I mean, I'm having to delete a lot of games, and, you know, I'm kind of one of those gamers that once I've completed a game, you know, I've platinumed it, pretty much sell it. That's how I like to game. But with people that like to actually stock up a good library of games, they're going to have to be constantly deleting their video games to make space for newer ones. I mean, you can upgrade it to a 1TB or 2TB, but the thing is they're actually quite expensive to buy those hard drives at the moment. I mean, changing it over is easy enough. I mean, Sony have, hats off to them. They've actually made it really simple to change your hard drive in the console. So to summarize, the PS4 Pro is a 4K gaming console, which is 4K and not 4K at the same time. They're upscaling it, so it's not true 4K. It's got the 1TB hard drive space. It's priced very nicely. It's coming out in a couple of months. And then obviously you got the PS4 Slim, which is coming out also in a couple of months. I think it's a couple of weeks before the PS4 Pro. So, they're both very nicely priced consoles. One's sort of confused in, who it's for, and the other one is pretty much replacing an existing model. So, my final thoughts on it are, is PS4 Pro, so I just don't know where it stands. I mean, if you want a quality console, just go and buy a PC, mate. And if you have yet to adopt current generation console, then, the PS4 Slim, that's a good option, as well as the Xbox One S. And obviously with the Xbox Scorpio, I think it's called Scorpio or Scorpion, that's coming out late next year. I think it's late or early next year. That's saying that's going to be even more powerful than the PS4 Pro. So I'm not quite sure what Sony are doing. I mean, obviously for Microsoft, that's just speculations. There's yet to be anything concrete, I believe, so far. Yeah, that's pretty much about it, guys. And thank you for watching.